Hi, I am sitting in a chicken coop right now. That's where the chickens go up. There's like a water thingy and a feeder. That's where the camera sits on. And I expect right now what you're thinking is, how are things going with Muxsan? So, last Friday we installed the last beta extender pack, or at least what we hope is the last beta extender pack. This is in a 2011 Leaf, and as you know, I myself drive around in a 2011 Leaf. I'm fairly confident in all the modifications I made and in the quality of the firmware and that kind of stuff. And of course, as it turns out, our first 2011 Leaf beta customer, which is a different car than the one on Friday, did have a few problems. The main one is that sometimes when he parks his car without charging, when he starts it up again, he gets a warning light. It has to do with basically a bug in the firmware. I fixed that, or at least I hope I fixed it. This bug fix is now in this new Leaf, which will be tested starting, I guess, today. That's really good news. That means that at least for that generation, our electronics and all the bugs and the unknown unknowns are gone. But of course, I've kept out the 2013 and later Leafs. These have had one very big problem, and that is what has been collectively called by the beta customers the turtle mode error. The car can suddenly, unexpectedly go into turtle mode. That's not fun if you're on the highway. And this is, I mean, I said it before, if you become a beta customer, you get an email very explicitly stating things can go wrong, they can go wrong pretty badly, and you're basically testing for us. And we are really happy that we sent that email, and we're really happy with our beta customers. Like, we cannot thank you enough for the ordeals you have been going through for us. The next week, so we've just finished up all the installs for the beta customers. There are now in total 8 cars, I think 7 or 8 cars, driving around with beta extender packs. 2 of those we've decided to just revert some of the hardware to an even earlier version to avoid the worst error. So specifically to avoid this turtle mode error, because we knew the error was there. We had these conversions planned already, and we can't really say, well, here you go. Here you have some product that has like big mistakes in it, big errors that you basically cannot predict. Good luck with that. So we know what is going wrong. We kind of know how to fix it, but we still have to test. I've tried a couple of quick fixes, mostly diagnostic fixes to see if it goes away or if it exacerbates the problem, and so far this hasn't worked. The problem is with the Kenbridge that apparently takes too long in certain circumstances to relay messages over the CAN bus. And with the newer VCM, so the newer car computer, this computer is effectively more sensitive to timing issues. So we need to be more exact, and we need to do some heftier unit testing and logging to see exactly under what kind of circumstances this goes wrong, and how to streamline our firmware. Essentially, it's not something we are functionally doing wrong, we're just not going fast enough in the hardware. So this will very likely be fixed in the next few days, after which we're going to go on holiday until August 16th. And after that, we really hope that, like, in the intervening month or so, none of our beta customers have had any trouble, and we can go on and do final installs. So do actual installs of finished hardware that we never have to revise again. We don't have to go back to customers, and customers are not going to have any trouble. Of course, this may not work out. Maybe there are other problems, or maybe we decide that we want more time to finish up other aspects of the battery extender. But regardless, we are planning to do new installs and actually do more than 1 car a week, tentatively 2 cars a week to start, around halfway into August. Now, of course, there are some other projects. In the last video, I talked about the 3-phase charging and the 40 kilowatt hour battery, and here you go. Here is the 40 kilowatt hour battery that Jake's gonna get. So, hi Jake, this is your battery. You bought it. Thank you very much. This is also a battery, and well, this is an empty shell. And there's a battery underneath. So initially, I really wanted to put this 40 kilowatt hour battery under my car and go on holiday with it. Unfortunately, we only have a week to go, and we have this firmware bug that we really need to fix and test. So at least for this project, we're pushing it to beyond the holidays, so somewhere in August, and we'll be working on this. The 3-phase charging, however, I am going to fix before that time, and going to be testing it out. The big question mark with 3-phase charging is going to be how do we connect up the car. We're not going to have enough time to do neat cable routing and put in the 3-phase charging plug in the nose of the car, so this might have to be like a jerry-rigged thing, putting the cable through a window or something. I don't know for sure. It's gonna be ugly, but at least hopefully 3-phase charging is gonna work before the holidays, so in the next week or so. And there is a very exciting third thing that we're gonna do. Last week, about a week ago, I got a phone call from somebody who apparently lives in where I live, in Berken-Roderijs, who has an ENV 200, and he's going on holiday in all of August. And he said, well, here you go, you can have the ENV 200, do your best, do your worst. Not quite sure which one he actually meant. Anyway, I'm going to cut lots of wires and mess up his whole interior in order to try and convert the ENV 200 as well, and put in roughly, the initial estimate is that we can fit in about 40 kilowatt hours extra. Maybe more, but yeah. We're gonna go for 40 kilowatt hours initially. Yeah, we were really hoping that this ENV 200 will not be too hard to convert. So the planning here is that starting August 16th, the company is actually running again. My holiday is until August 2nd, so I have about 2 weeks of tinkering time, which is probably when you will see lots more videos from me, but Shaq isn't there, so we're not actually doing any conversions or any preparations for that. We're just tinkering with stuff, tinkering with 3-phase charging, the 40 kilowatt hour battery, and with the ENV 200. Now lastly, maybe some people, I'm not sure, will be asking, what am I doing in a chicken coop? It's a bit of a weird question, but this is my chicken coop. Yeah, we bought a piece of land, not Muxsan, but me personally and my fiance. We bought a piece of land and we're gonna build a house on it. Currently the land is occupied by a chicken coop and a little shed thingy, kind of large shed thingy, and we've actually had this since August last year, but we couldn't talk about it because of the employer of my fiance. So now that she has told her colleagues and her boss, we are going to be moving somewhere in about 2 years, and in the intervening time we're going to be building a house. Of course, that house is going to be very eco-friendly, and I'm probably gonna make lots of videos about it. So yeah, keep a lookout for that as well. So lots of announcements this time. Not a lot to show you, but lots of announcements. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later this week.